What is the most fearless thing that you've ever done?
Oh man.
It doesn't have to be art
Fearless.
related.
Oh, gosh. I don't do a lot of things that aren't art related. Sorry, I just got like an eyelash in my
So,
eye. Yeah. You can keep that in. I don't know. I don't do a lot of I'm actually a pretty fearful person overall. Like I'm a pretty cautious person, so the way that I am fearful is through my art and like it was kind of fearless of me. I like kind of impressed myself. I was like, wow, look at you. You really thought you could. I I um I usually kind of let things happen to me, like an opportunity, sure, I'll do that. Or like, oh yeah, I got in here. Right on, I'll do that. I very rarely chase things. But when the Pixar Spark Shorts program was like announced and it had been going for like a couple cycles, I was like, I need one. Like if I'm ever gonna like chase something, it has to be this because I love short films more than anything. They're my favorite thing to make. I've made three. Like I can do it. And I really did like kind of hustle myself a little bit in a way that I hadn't ever done before, which looking back, I'm like, wow, I don't know. I just really wanted it. And I think my fearlessness was bolstered because I, for once, was like, and I can, like, I got this. Give it to me and I can do it. I promise. And I don't feel that way about a lot of other things in my life. So I was like, this is the one thing I will make you a short film. I can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that. Wow, we got through my required questions because I
Oh,
thought,
right on.
which is
Now the fun
great.
questions.
Now the fun questions start.
These are the extracurricular bonus round.
Yeah, it's a bonus round. We're just gonna fire. um, what is a common myth that students usually have about working or being in the animation industry in general?
Oh, yes. I don't know how much of it is a myth now. Um, I hope it's not. But when I was in school, and me and all my classmates have totally commiserated about this later because we were like, what the heck? Why were they? What a horrible thing to say. We were told pain is temporary and suck is forever, which was I don't remember who said it. I'm kind of glad I don't because I don't want to, like throw them under the bus. But there, it was basically like push through, stay up late, make your mark, make your film, forget your body, you're tired, whatever, your arm hurts, temporary. And like, as we all kind of left school and are like, healthy young bodies become older and like crunchier, it's just so not true. Like, pain can be forever if you're not careful, and suck isn't forever either. You have your entire life to improve. There is no rush. And I feel like with the way that the internet works now, like, you can be found at any point in your life. You just keep putting out the things that you like. You just keep improving for you. There's really no rush. I really wish that we had not been told that, because I think a lot of us ended up with like repetitive stress, the
Oh,
injuries. Like,
yeah.
yeah, you got to be careful. That stuff lasts. So do
Yeah,
the
that's a really
opposite
good
of that. Yeah.
mindset. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you encounter a problem, usually what's your first thought?
Oh, that's such a good question. Hmm. I guess it depends on the problem, because if the problem is practical, like, gosh, that's a lot of work I have to do, or yeah, something along those lines. I don't think too much. I just put time into it, but that's not always useful when you run into a problem that you can't fix just by like putting your head to the grindstone on. I don't know. I usually have to rant about it out loud to my housemate. And in ranting, I sometimes like find the answer. Yeah, I don't have like a tried and true method. I think I have to like yell about it and then like and then like start over. And then I usually am like on the right track to solving something. but I have to
Yeah.
have that moment first of like, okay, I'm fine. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that sound was adorable.
That's how it feels, like futile rage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you say to someone that struggles with fear in their work?
Oh, that's so good. Man, I think mm, it's so hard because like as artists, we want validation. Like we want to be seen. We want our work, I guess online is sort of where we are now, online. Um, but it's so hard. There's so much fear in that of people looking at it and judging you that I know that it kind of sucks because we all want to, get pats on the back. But if you're really feeling fearful, start on a project that you plan to never show anybody ever. Like, just don't. This is for you. And I'm going back to my childhood when I really was like, I did not know what the internet was doing. I didn't know how to use it. I was just dumb. I, would draw stupid stories for myself while listening to like Phantom of the Opera. But like, just like really just do you, have fun, and don't show anybody. And eventually, maybe after you've done that a couple times, you'll end up with something that you're like, oh, maybe I do want to show somebody this, and just put it out there, but never, you can always do things for you too. And that should help you grow.
That is great advice. I really, really love that.
Listen to Phantom of the Opera and draw yourself
And
something
draw?
dramatic. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Did you have anyone who helped you or encouraged you to overcome fear?
Yes, I actually remember very specifically, like, I was really fortunate. My class at CalArts was just the sweetest group of people. There was not a competitive bone in anybody's body. And in my very first story class, my first year, like fresh out of high school, I remember there was the first day that all of us were pitching our first assignments, and none of us knew each other that well. And everyone was so supportive, like applause and laughter for everybody. And that just first step of like, what I pitched obviously wasn't very good because it was like my first assignment, but it was just that first rung of like, oh, that went well. Maybe story and pitching in particular isn't something that I need to be like so scared of. And that entire first year, I would say that the pitching in front of that group of like people in my class really, thanks to them, I think a lot of the fear of putting stories out in front of people, like they really made that first step so much easier.
Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah.
They're so sweet. Yeah. What a great class. I love them all.
Bye.